On March 19th, the Environmental Nature Center was forced to close its doors for the time being due to the coronavirus pandemic. But nature is always open, and that hasn't stopped us at the ENC from responsibly connecting to nature each and every day. Let's check in with our staff to see how they're connecting with nature during these difficult times.
Hi, it's Amanda from the Nature Preschool in the Bear classroom. One way that I connect with nature is I go for a walk in the neighborhood with my mom. Hello!
I'm still spending time in nature by working in my garden. I've also been spending time learning more about native plants and drawing in my journal.
Hi, I'm Heather Davidson. I'm a lead naturalist for the Environmental Nature Center. I stay connected with nature by getting out with my husband, taking walks, and looking for neighborhood birds. Today, we saw one of my favorites, a black-capped chickadee.
Hi, my name is Raquel, and I'm a lead naturalist here at the Environmental Nature Center. And I stay connected to nature by going on walks through my neighborhood and looking at every single flower for pollinators. Bees are one of my favorite animals, and so I love to see different pollinators on flowers.
Hi, I'm Laura from the Coyote class at the Nature Preschool. I connect to nature by playing soccer.
What I try to do every day to stay connected with nature is either go for a run or a hike. Today, I'm hiking El Morro State Park. As you can see, this is a beautiful place to connect with nature. I encourage everyone to try to do something, to get out of the house, to either go for a hike, go for a run, go for a walk, do something. Grab the kids, take a walk around the block, go to one of your community parks, or come here to El Morro. Maybe I'll run into you.
Hello, my name is Arya. I'm a naturalist at the Environmental Nature Center, and the way that I interact with nature is I skateboard through my neighborhood and I find new plants to draw.
Hi, it's Kathy from the Nature Preschool. What I'm doing to stay connected to nature is getting out and walking my dog every evening. This is my dog June, and we try to go around the block, into the park, all over. She's just a puppy, so it's a little crazy.
Hi everybody, I'm the founder of the Nature Center, as you know, Robert House, and I want to thank you for all your support over many years and into the future as we go through this situation. But I want to share with you an interesting outdoor squirrel that I found yesterday at Dana Point Harbor, running around the grass with gray squirrels. It's a partially, at least, albino, and that's very unique, and people don't see those things very often. Thanks for being interested. Bye.
I truly do believe that everything is better in nature. Whether it's exercising, reading a book, distance learning, even folding laundry is better in nature. So one of the ways that my family and I have been reconnecting is I have our plants community guide from ENC, and we look through this and walk around the neighborhood trying to identify some of the native trees and plants around our neighborhood. Another thing we do is just sit outside and have lunch, breakfast, or dinner, or all three. So I hope everybody enjoys some time connecting with nature.
One of my favorite things about working at the ENC is that I get a lot of excuses to go outside into nature. Maybe it's a field trip or just checking on the animals like Waffle. It's a lot of great excuses to go outside and walk around. Now that I'm working home more often, I don't get as many opportunities to do that, but I do get to walk my dogs, and that's how I mostly end up connecting with nature nowadays, is I get to walk these guys, and they're getting lots of long and many different walks, bless you. I hope you're finding some ways to get out into nature too.
I've been continuing to connect to nature by going on walks around my neighborhood with my family. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old son, and we like to go for walks down just around the corner where there's a bunch of eucalyptus trees, and if you look way up high in these eucalyptus trees, there are a whole bunch of great blue herons that year after year make their nest sites there. And so it's really exciting. Around March and April we get to sort of track their progress, and when we go on our walks we like to watch and look out for the baby birds when they start poking their heads out of the nest, and we bring our binoculars and we like to watch them that way too.
I'm trying to stay connected to nature by going on my daily walks throughout my neighborhood. One of the ways that I get to appreciate where I am and where I live is walking through and seeing all of the flowers as they're blooming, listening to the rustling of the leaves in the wind, and my favorite is when I get my sunset walks, so walking and seeing all of the beauty around me while watching the sun slowly set. It reminds me of the days where I got to spend the evenings by the ocean, sitting in the sand, ending the day with the beautiful sunset. So I hope you guys are all staying connected to nature as well. And that's all. Bye.
Hello. We wanted to share with you what we've been doing to stay connected with nature. We have been falling in love with our birds in our front yard, backyard neighborhood. We have this nature journal that we got, and we are bird watching, learning our birds here, and journaling about them.
Hi guys, my name is Larissa Hacke, and I am a teacher at the ENC Preschool with the tourist class. A few ways I like to spend time in nature is tending to my garden, which I have radishes, and watching the hummingbirds and the birds with their feeders. Thanks guys.
That I've been connecting to nature through this time by watching the ducks that have been wandering near my house, by walking around my neighborhood, and spending time at the park that's close by. The weather's been beautiful, and I've really been enjoying some time outside. I hope that all of you have been getting that opportunity as well, and I hope that you guys are staying healthy and safe at home.
I've been doing my very best to connect with nature every single day, and one of my favorite ways to do that is with this garden that sits just outside my kitchen window. And so you can see I have so many beautiful things going on in this garden. You can see my ferns growing. You can see this lovely tree that grows right outside here. You can see my puppy who is hiding down here in the plants. I have all sorts of things. There's jasmine growing down there. There's this beautiful amaryllis bulb that is blooming for the second time this year. And so I really love this garden, not only because it smells fantastic, but I get to watch the bees and the possums run through it. And so this is really my way of connecting with nature.
My name is Morgan. I work at the Nature Preschool, and I'm a teacher in the Bears classroom. One way that I still stay connected to nature is enjoying evening walks with my dog. And we like to enjoy the sunsets. And then once we're done, we like to relax on my front lawn.
And the way that I stay connected with nature is by growing a garden and by making a native nature journal. Let's take a look real fast. Inside we have some animals, so we have our desert tortoise waffles. We have some plants like our redwood tree, and we have some fungi like our morel mushrooms. Thanks for taking a look with me. Bye!
I have 2 kids under age 3, so staying connected with nature is pretty much an imperative. We're fortunate enough to have a small yard attached to our house, and it's mostly a concrete slab, but we do have some plants around the outside, around the edges of it. And we can also see lots of things from our yard. Some days the most exciting things are the sun and the clouds, and we'll watch those, and maybe a caterpillar will come through the yard or a snail, and that's enough for us to talk about and kind of explore the wonder of nature, especially with a toddler. And it's kind of rekindling a lot of excitement for me too.
Good morning, my name is Troy, and one way I stay connected with nature is planting plants.
And how I've been staying connected to nature these days is taking walks when I can at home or here at the ENC, because we're still in operation. And this is Carrot. I've been taking Carrot and our other rabbit Flower and our other rabbit Ape home with me on the weekends to give them a little bit of grass time.
I'm still spending time in nature by practicing my primitive skills.
I wanted to share how I've been connecting with nature and also still connecting with my students at home. Every morning we've been planning virtual hikes through the ENC, allowing children to choose which trails to take, what adventures we go on, and talk about the animals that we hope to see. It's been a really great opportunity for us to connect with nature, connect with each other, and talk about how much we miss each other and hope to be back together soon. We also like to read books sometimes and share what we've been doing throughout this time at home.
And if you are able to, please consider making a donation to the Environmental Nature Center so that we can continue to provide quality education through hands-on experience with nature. To make a donation or to find out more on how you can become connected with nature during this time, head on over to www.encenter.org.